it's your girl Dialasia here again doing another segment of Eating Well with Sickle Cell. I'm here with Tanya with Building Bridges Sickle Cell Disease Foundation. I'm going to be doing another cooking video for you guys. I'm going to be making beef stir fry. We have some mixed veggies and some brown rice cooking up for you guys. So right now I'm going to be cutting up the vegetables that we're doing for the stir fry. I have already washed red bell pepper, yellow, orange bell pepper, and then I have my red onion. I also got some carrots that are already sliced up and some sugar snap peas. So basically I'm gonna cut all these up. Like I said, they're already washed. We're gonna put them all in this bowl, get those steamed, and then season them up when we get done. Oh yeah, I might have to. We weren't able to find the back veggies, so we're just doing them whole this way. At least we know that they're more fresh this way. Okay, so today, as you guys know, we're making beef stir fry with mixed vegetables and brown rice. But instead of using stir fry meat, we found some beef shaved steak meat. You can use stir fry meat, or you could get steak and chop it up to however your liking is, however thin you want it. But today we're using beef shaved steak. 100% beef, no fillers. They normally use this for Philly cheesesteaks. So it's thinly sliced meat. Looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna put this in this bowl, season it on up a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and cook that for about 15 minutes or until done. And then we'll go ahead and put the rice in the rice cooker. I normally like to cook my rice on the stove, but sometimes it's iffy when you have these type of stoves on the cooking percentage. Like, you know, either it's done all the way or not done. You got to kind of play with it. So I'd rather use the rice cooker. So I'm going to go ahead and season this on up, start cooking the vegetables, and then get that rice cooking, and then I'll see you guys shortly. Then I got my brown rice already prepped, so I'm going to be using 1 cup. Normally for every cup you use 2 cups of water, but today with brown rice you use 2.5 cups of water. So we're gonna get that going in the rice cooker. I already got my pot on medium high right now. It's already set, so I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle some sesame oil on there. This is for the stir fry. A little oil in there. And then I'm going to actually add some minced garlic to that as well. And as you may or may not know, I fast every week for 72 hours, and I always have to do these cooking segments during my fast. And it's so hard for me to smell all these aromas and good food, and I can't eat it. So gotta keep going with the fast though. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the stir fry meat on there. They're thinly sliced, so they don't really need that much time to cook. And after adding them, I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning just to give it a little extra umph in it. You want to kind of coat them at the bottom so they're all cooked evenly. Go ahead and remove these flubs just so I don't transfer that. So I'm going to go ahead and season this up. A little black pepper, some garlic powder and onion powder. and a dash of salt. Not too crazy on the salt. And then I'm going to go ahead and give that a little mix just so I can kind of coat all the meat together. Okay. Now that that's all well coated, I'm going to add a little bit of chicken broth to the bottom of that. And that's just to give it a little bit more flavor. So we're going to come over here and we're going to get this brown rice started first. I'm going to rinse the rice out, just the brown rice that I prepped earlier. We're going to rinse this to get rid of the starch. And then we're going to get that going. That's going to cook for about 25 minutes. We're doing a little ghetto style here. We didn't have a strainer, but it's okay, we got it to work. So I like to do it about 2 or 3 times just to get that extra starch out of there. Or until it's clear, and right now it's clear to my liking. So we'll get that here in this rice cooker. And then we'll go ahead and add 2.5 cups of water. That'll get that extra rice out of there. So this is 2 cups. And then I'll go ahead and add another half. I'm going to let that cook for 25 minutes, and then now we're going to move on to our stir fry. So I'm going to drizzle this pan. It's already preheated with a little bit of avocado oil. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the mixed veggies in there. Like I said, they're already prepped and washed. So we're going to let those cook for about 5 minutes before I add the low sodium soy sauce in there. And then I also season those on up a little bit with the same things I seasoned the meat with, which was the onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of salt and pepper. Again, that's just to give it a little bit of flavor. And so we're going to go ahead and let that cook for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now that all the food is done, I'm going to go ahead and serve. So here we have our brown rice. You know me, I like to be a little fancy. So we're going to put it in this bowl. Like this. Have it. Then we'll go ahead and put our mixed veggies on there. All right, and then we'll add our stir-fry meat. Ooh, that wasn't good. And you can do it as you're liking. You can mix it all together or do it separately. Some people don't like their food touching. Okay, so here we have our stir-fry meal. Today we kept it calorie size about 480. Protein about 35 grams. Carbs about 45 grams. Fats about 15 grams. And iron about 4.5 milligrams. That will feed, this is one serving per person. So we got about, this meal was supposed to feed about 8 people. We got about 3. We didn't get that much food. We didn't go too crazy. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll be back next week with another banger. Thank you.